new episode of Final Fantasy 16, episode 28 or 27. Not too sure. Not too sure. I mostly go to 27. I think this is episode 27, so let's get it.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance Ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, and we must lift that burden. In order to go undetected, the operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential.
I know. I still wish there was some other way, but griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a... You... No,
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near North...
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolus amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the dragon...
That should be enough to go on. Thanks, Gal. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece. Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision.
The goblins may still be...
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me, Jack. Good girl.
Faster!
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Stay down!
Nice try. Who are you? friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that...
Why should we run? One miserable...
Perhaps. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then.
This man risked his life to... What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary.
Gav told me the gentleman who visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle. I did think there was a resemblance. Something in the eyes.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. but I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath.
You will.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding...
Huh?
Oh, yes.
You'll do fine.
Thank you. I'm sorry, the brand is 1 and even 6. I began...
Curse break.
My carpets.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Needed to a silken softness.
Oh, where did all the men
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Ocean.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me... On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't... I'm bound to these baths.
All right.
Wonderful. It's leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. My livelihood, my...
Plates and pots. Holes and...
Light, meat and dark. Fresh from the...
It would make a fine gift.
I've never even forged a button.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry. I'm Saver, Master Luber's soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster. He wants me to make a carving knife. I don't suppose you have...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find. So...
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving. We need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for it. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the
Lord, welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through any...
So a knife that stays sharp.
Oh, where did all the men...
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Ocean.
Not here.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter.
I have a question.
Oh. Has to be able to put up with your knife snaps every time.
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Good day, my lord. An excellent choice. Here you are. Thank you for your custom.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Yeah!
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Soil and stone!
Nice try. Well done, Tom. Nice try. Better already. Out of the frying pan. That's better. Come on. Well done, Tom. That's cool.
So you learn all the tips. No, I mean,
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock?
Made from the stoutest stone.
There he is.
Won't ship him back.
No.
You tell her fine. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. But I burden... Right.
Light meat and dark. Fresh from the grill. Yes, they're quite sweet.
Run like the wind. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks, girl. Any luck?
What I
If you're looking at your feather, but
Are there any material?
What you get?
You said that he would.
if it's folk first settled and
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know...
it's hardly my special.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all...
The limestone? Fine. Besides,
You'll have no...
then I suppose.
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just... throw it in the furnace?
Yeah!
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You now. A knife forged from the very rock.
It's a fine looking. That sounds like my.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the What do I... And it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, Grant.
And I was so certain.
I don't know. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? Dalamiller's home to rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customer.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. I'd say you're worth starting to...
I will. What would...
I'd do what... If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, for the cook, and for the...
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like...
I couldn't have done so much for spirit, meaning...
You've passed your test.
And when I...
We're seeing troops amassing at every port crossing.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
I drink your blood!
Thanks, girl. Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
How may I help you today, Clive? Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Always something, isn't there?